Hi, this is Miss Fang. Hope you have a good lesson for the 1.1 direct proportion. Today we'll be continuing for the further direct proportion on worksheet 1.2. So check, do you have this worksheet with you before you start and continue with the video? Let's do some recap for the first lesson, direct proportion. What is the general equation of direct proportion? Y over x is equal to k. What is the other form of the equation of direct proportion? Y is equal to kx. What does the graph of direct proportion looks like? It is a straight line graph through the origin. Okay, let's check this. Is A equal to 2b squared a direct proportion? For last lesson, we did not go up to square or cube. Okay, everything is in linear. Let's say A equal to 2b is a direct proportion. So we need to determine, is this equation a direct proportion? So let's say we have a table with the value of A and B's. But from here, we still do not know whether A is equal to 2b squared is a direct proportion. So we need to add one line to find all the values for the b square. So 1 square, 1, 2 square, 4, 3 square, 9, and 4 square, 16. Then from here, we use a over b square, because in this case, we take a equal to y. A as y and b as x. So y equal to x. So b square is the x. Then we check a 2 over 1 is 2. 8 over 4, 2. 18 over 9, 2. 32 over 16, yes, it is 2 also, which means the equation a over b squared is equal to 2, where k is equal to 2. It is a direct proportion. So it is not necessary always x and y or y and x. It can be any other unknown. And it's not necessary all the way it is b only or x only. It can be up to b squared or cube root or square root. So we need to be careful in this lesson. Next, for each of the question, state which two variables are direct proportional to each other and explain why. So look at this equation. Y is equal to 4x squared. So in this equation, we can rewrite it in terms of y over x squared is equal to 4. Then what are the two variables? We have y and x squared. To plot the graph, this further, okay, y is always against x2 and is a straight line over the origin. Let's try question B on your own. Pause the video now, and you will check the answer later. Pause now and try. Okay, we'll continue. So in this case, if we rewrite the equation, we'll get y squared over x cubed is equal to 5. And the direct proportional variables will be y squared and x cubed. To plot the graph, we have y squared as the vertical, x cubed as the horizontal, and it's a straight line over the origin. For question C, this is slightly complicated. So pause the video, try it on your own, then you continue later by checking the answer. Okay, we'll continue now. In this case, you will have q over p square root of p, because all these are the unknown. Only 2 is constant. So the direct proportional variables will be q and p times square root of p. So to plot the graph, you have q, p, and square root of p as a horizontal. Okay, let's continue. Given that z squared is directly proportional to w, and z is equal to 4 when w is equal to 8. Be careful, it is not z, it's z squared. Find a law connecting W and X. When the question talk about law, it is asking for the equation. So do not need to panic what law. Okay, a law is an equation. So if you write it down, we have z squared over w is equal to k. We need to find what's the value for the k and rewrite the equation again. So substitute the value in. We have 4 squared divided by 8. So your k will be equal to 2. Rewrite the equation. Z squared over w is equal to 2. B. Calculate the values of z when w is equal to 18. Same thing. We need to substitute the value that is found or given, then solve the equation. But until here, there may be some problem. How to solve for z squared? Okay, we have learned in set 1. If this is in terms of square, we need to do the counter. What's the counter? Opposite. The square root. So square root one side, we square root the other side. So, and if you square root a value, please remember, plus 6, if we square it, we get 36. Negative 6 times negative 6, we also will get that 36. So put the plus minus 6. Okay? Because the question also state and give you hint is values. C. Calculate the value of y, so or w. So you only will get one answer. So same thing, substitute the value given. Okay, and w will be 25 over 2, which is 12.5. Done. Sketch the graph of z squared against w. So z squared will be at the vertical, w will be at the horizontal, and it is a straight line graph through the origin. And I need to write a 0 over here. So let's write a 0 over here. Yes, pass through the origin, need to write the 0. Okay? Okay, next. Question 3. Given that V is directly proportional to R cubed, copy and complete the table below. Problem. Do we have value for R cubed and this direct proportional relationship is not to R, it is to R cubed, which means we need another row. Okay, of R cubed. 3 cubed, 27, 4 cubed, 64, 6 cubed, 216. Then C we do not know, so we leave it as C cubed and D cubed. V directly proportional to R cubed. So V over R cubed, we will have V is here. We have one more thing that we forget to find. V over R cubed. We need to know what is the K. So in this case, we can only make use of here to find what is the K. So the K value is 3. So all this will give you 3. Then you can solve like what we solved in the previous worksheet. So A over 27, 3. Then you solve for A. B is B over 64 equal to 3. Then you continue to solve for B. How about C? Can we use C over 375? No, because it's V over R cubed. So C cubed is actually below. Then you continue to solve for C cubed. Okay, likewise, if it's a square, you square root. If it's a cube, you cube root. Okay, then you'll be able to find what is C. Okay, you can pause the video now and try to solve D on your own. Then you check the answer later. Okay, we'll continue. So your D will be below D cubed. Then D is 7. I hope you get the correct answer. Okay. Oh. Okay. So you will have no question for today, and you continue the assignment in class. Have a nice day.